I'm checking all the compression on all the cylinders on a Suzuki. So number one is pretty good. That's about, that ain't bad. I mean, what is that? Between 150 and 180, 165 or something like that. So that's pretty good. So it's got 200 something thousand, 230, 250,000 miles on it, something like that. Number two is a little lower. It's like it's 125 or so. Still not bad as long as it's over 100. We expect. Number three is pretty good. It's got like 175 pounds. I should also mention that when you do this cold, it'll be different sometimes when you do after you do the engines warmed up. I don't know why, but I just don't. You don't really want to take the plugs out when the engine's warm. Like slightly warm, okay, but I'm doing it cold, so that one that's a little low might be okay. But this back one I'm worried about because this plug was loose, and I got some new plugs for it. I kind of cleaned it up, but I'm going to put the the propane on it and burn it off. It's running a little rough, so I've ordered some plugs for it. Distributor cap and rotor, because I hadn't done nothing to this thing in a long time except just change the oil and stuff. But actually I haven't done nothing. I hadn't put these plugs in here more than probably 10 years ago, so they need to be changed. So I ordered plugs, but I want to check the compression first. So 3 out of 4 so far, pretty good. Well, the back one with the dirty plug that was a little bit loose, that's got 175, so we're cool. I'm going to put the propane on that back one, get my propane torch out, burn off all the stuff on it. So this engine's, I got some what do you call that stuff in there, engine restore, snake oil basically. It leaves a slight film of copper, but sometimes your snake oil cans really aren't snake oil. It's good for engines that are kind of worn out evenly. It's just a little less, cuts down a little bit on the clearances, which is gives you a little more oil pressure, which can make you last a little longer. Actually could be a lot longer as long as there's nothing really broken. All right, job is to get the you can clean them off like brake cleaner and stuff, which I already did, but that ain't gonna work that great. What I do is I like putting them in this, heat them up. As a matter of fact, if you take, like on a motorcycle, for instance, you could do this. Like if you got one of the spark plugs that's in fire and you get the engine started, on one cylinder, like on a Harley, you can pull the other wire and like gap the wire to the plug. Like in other words, where it's arcing, that superheats up the plug, and a lot of times it'll clear it up. The other plug up, one of the plugs is valved or semi-valved. This works better than just using even a sandblaster or something, or electronic cleaner. But it doesn't work all the time. So just heat it up real cherry red. And, you gotta, not overdo it, but just get it hot. Burn everything off of there. This is the plug that was a little loose. So I think that's why I was running a little rough. Well, that runs a lot better, definitely. Still cold, but it runs a lot smoother. It's good to go. Thought it was something simple. You're gonna wonder for I was hoping it wasn't like a valve or something. Yeah, she's a little bit warmed up now. So keep after the simple stuff. It counts. That's not bad. It's not bad. We get some new plugs in here. It's definitely, I got some better plugs. I'm sure this sparking cap over here, the distributor cap, the contacts are kind of worn, the rotor's kind of worn. I can clean them up. I got a new one. Just has to give a little more spark. Yeah, it should be a lot better. We got going in here. That's good. Yeah, if you maintain everything really kind of nitpicky, that's a lot of problem people don't do. It's like the thing is, I always say this, go fix the old cars, because know, I had this since it was almost new. This is an 85. I got it in 87, and I've had it all these years. You know, you think, oh, I got a problem. So, you know, you fix that problem, and there's another one. And you're saying, oh, this is getting tiring. I just get a new one. Then you get problems with the new one, and the new one's got so many more things going on with it. Even the cars from the 90s look great compared to what's going on today. So, you know, people are lazy. You know, that's the thing. They just throw it away and they get a new one. That's the problem. Then they pay. They think it's cheaper because, oh, it's going to cost me money to fix this old car. Then they finance. And they still got to freaking change the tires and the brakes, and all this stuff starts going wrong in a year or two. You know, all this junk, and all these new cars aren't. Oh, by the way, my HHO, you can see it running right here. It's still working fine. Put it on here about 10 years ago. Pumps a little bit of hydrogen into the carburetor. Gives you maybe if you're lucky, 10% better mileage, but it's still 10%.